Hey everyone, so you've probably heard a ton about Python, right? It's always at the top of the list for our best languages for beginners. Today, we're going to dive into exactly why that is. We'll break down the 5 key facts that make it so easy to pick up, so surprisingly powerful, and just a great place to start your coding journey. All right, so you're thinking about diving into the world of code. And let's be real, it can feel like you're standing at the bottom of a giant mountain, right? Like, where do you even start? All the syntax, the logic. It can seem pretty overwhelming.
But what if there was a language that kind of holds your hand for that first step? Something that turns that scary leap into a really fun adventure. Yep, you guessed it. That's Python. Let's get into what makes it so awesome for folks just starting out. Okay, let's jump into our first big reason. And honestly, this is the most important one if you're new to this. Python is just incredibly easy to learn. It's designed from the ground up to be simple and readable. And that is a total game changer.
So the whole idea behind Python, its core philosophy, is that the code should basically read like plain English. Seriously. This means you're not going to waste hours just trying to figure out what a line of code is supposed to do. Instead, you can focus on the fun stuff, the actual programming concepts. Just look at this example right here. You want to print hello human on the screen? Well, in Python, you literally just write print hello human. That's it. No weird symbols, no confusing extra stuff. It's clean, it's direct, and that's Python in a nutshell. And this right here, this shows you the difference perfectly. On one side, you've got other languages that might need a bunch of lines and special characters just for a simple task. And on the other side, simple, clean Python. That low barrier means you can get your first program running in like minutes. And trust me, that's super motivating. Okay, another huge plus for beginners, Python is what we call an interpreted language. So what does that even mean? Well, think of it this way. The computer runs your code line by line on the spot. You don't have to go through this whole separate, clunky step called compiling just to see if your code works. And the benefit for you is massive. You can write a little bit of code, hit run, and see the results instantly. It's like having a real-time conversation with the computer. And when you mess up, and hey, everyone messes up, the interpreter usually points you right to the problem line. Debugging becomes way, way less of a headache. And here's another thing that just makes life easier. Python is dynamically typed. Now, in a lot of other languages, you have to be super specific. You have to tell the computer, hey, this variable is a number, or this one is text. Python, it just figures it out for you. It's smart like that. It's one less thing you have to worry about, so you can focus on the logic of what you're trying to build. Okay, so we've talked a lot about how simple Python is, but don't let that fool you. This isn't some toy language. In fact, that simplicity is exactly what makes it so incredibly powerful. And that brings us to its massive ecosystem. Check out this number. Over 100,000. What is that? That's the number of third-party libraries in what's called the Python Package Index, or PyPy for short. Think of it like a giant free app store, but for code. And the Lego analogy is perfect here. Seriously, imagine you want to build a spaceship. Instead of having to mold every single plastic brick yourself, you can just grab a pre-made cockpit set, an engine set, and some wing sets. That's what libraries are. They're pre-built code sets that let you do amazing things without starting from zero. So what kind of awesome stuff can you build with these Lego sets? Well, pretty much anything you can dream up. Want to build a website? There are libraries for that, like Django. Want to crunch some serious data? You've got tools like Pandas. And if you want to get into the really cool stuff like artificial intelligence or machine learning, yeah, there are powerful libraries like TensorFlow just waiting for you. This is where Python's simplicity opens the door to unbelievable power. Okay, so Python is simple, but it's also super powerful. That might still sound a little intimidating, right? But here's the final and maybe most crucial piece of the puzzle. You are absolutely not alone. The Python community is one of the best out there. Because let's face it, when you're learning to code, you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna have questions. It happens to everyone. But with Python, millions of people have been exactly where you are, and they've built this incredible network of support to help you out. Yeah, this really nails it. A massive active community means you've got endless tutorials, forums, and resources at your fingertips. If you run into a problem, I can almost guarantee someone else has already solved it and posted the answer online. Help is just a Google search away. So let's put it all together. What have we got? We've got a language that's easy to read, that runs instantly, that handles a lot of the tricky details for you. Then you've got this insane ecosystem of powerful tools. And to top it all off, a massive, friendly community that has your back. It's kind of the perfect package for a beginner, right?
So with all of that, with a language this easy to get into and this powerful once you're in, the only real question left is, what are you going to build? Are you going to make that website you've been thinking about? An app that solves a problem you have? Or maybe you'll dig into some data and find something amazing. The field is wide open.
Look, that very first line of code you write is the first step on an incredible journey. Python gives you the map, all the tools you need, and a whole bunch of friends to help you along the way. So start your journey. See what you can create.